Game number 2, live odds, sportsbookreview.com. College now. Oklahoma State hits the road to take on Iowa State. Iowa State is 4, 162.5 the total. First meeting in Stillwater, Iowa State was getting 3.5. They won 96-86. They were down 5 with 10 minutes left, then controlled it down the stretch. Morris went off 30 points on 10 of 16 shooting, Teddy.
Yeah, had 5 assists and no turnovers in that game for Monte Morris. And this is going to be one of those senior night settings that means something. You look at Iowa State's senior starters. Throw the graphic up there. You got Monte Morris, Devontae Burton, Matt Tomic, and now there's Mitru Long, all of whom average in double digits, all of whom rebound, all of whom distribute. And it's not just those seniors for Iowa State. You got the reserves. Dowell Bowie averages 6 points a game, and Merrill Holden is a couple of points. Stuart Neslick. All those guys are going to get playing time too. So we're talking about 7 seniors for the Cyclone on senior night. And yet, Paulie, here we are. This line's only sitting at 4 right now. What's a skinny? Oklahoma State playing some pretty good basketball.
No doubt they might have the coach of the year in Brad Underwood. Remember, they started 0-6 in league play, and they've been awesome since. They come in 10-1 straight up and a 9-2 ATS run. 5 straight Big 12 road wins, 4 of them as a dog.
Yeah, sure. And when you talk about what Oklahoma State is doing, well, remember last week, at least I think it was the weekend preview show, we talked about how historically good the UCLA offense was. Guess what? Oklahoma State is right on their heels. They're in special company. Look, offensive efficiency for the season. You have UCLA and Villanova, 2 teams that have legit national championship aspirations, and nestled right in between them, there's the Oklahoma State Cowboys. The special offensive efficiency. Now, it takes a little bit of time to learn Brad Underwood's system and for Underwood to learn his players. But when you look at these players right now, Paul, he's got some really elite level talent.
He has Evans and Carroll. Evans averaging 18 points per game. Carroll 17. Underwood, quote, "We're a good basketball team. Have we peaked? Not yet. We have a chance to be an exceptional basketball team, and we're showing that." Texas Tech coach Chris Beard after they lost by 17 Saturday. Brad has some really good players. He has an NBA point guard in Evans, one of the all-time great Big 12 players in Forte. And in my opinion, he has the most improved player, not only in the Big 12, but in college basketball with Carroll. He has young players who play their roles and play productive minutes, end quote. An unbelievable turnaround here, Teddy, after they were off that 0-6 start in league play. And now they're no doubt they're in the tournament, and maybe they're in position for a great seed.
And they're in position to make some noise once they're there. I mean, I'll tell you what, these are 2 teams I really don't have a lot of interest in betting against. You know, although I like Iowa State more in the road dog role than in the home favorite role. And we saw it again on Saturday. They were missing free throws down the stretch. Their heads weren't necessarily there as they were trying to close out the game against Baylor and almost blew that point spread cover for me in the final minute. Now, you don't want to leave that hanging over your head looking at this matchup, but I'm telling you, the emotions of these senior nights, when you talk about a senior-laden squad like Iowa State, sometimes it can be a little bit much for a team, in a sense, to overcome, as opposed to the road team to overcome. Sometimes the home team has to deal with all the emotions. Road teams just come into play.
Yes. All right, up next, here it is. Part 2 with Steve Sear and the play of the day on Sportsbook. Betting Insight today on SBRpicks.com.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts. Shop for lines at SBRodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to SBRpicks.com.